Hello. If you're here, I suppose it's because you're interested in cleaning the jets on the rim of your toilet. And this video is my contribution to toilet rim jet cleaning technology. So a quick overview is that the toilet has jets which bring the water from the tank down to the toilet bowl, and that's what provides the power for the flush. There's a large jet at the bottom here, and there's these jets along the rim, and together they create the water flow which gives you a flush. And some people find that if their toilet's not flushing, and if they've done everything they can to make sure the problem isn't in the drain is not blocked by anything, sometimes they figure out that the problem could be the water flow from the tank down to the bowl. The water flow has to be accomplished in a very short time to get everything moving and to power the flush. If you were to gently open up the handle for a short time, you could allow water into the bowl, but it would never flush because it would just be seeping in. So the point of it is to get the water moving from the tank down to the bowl as quickly as possible. And some people find that these toilet jets that are under the rim, hard to see, but they're in there under the rim, they get blocked up, probably with hard water deposits, what you might call scale or lime or calcium, something in hard water. The minerals attach themselves to the interior where the water flows along the rim, inside the rim, and that blocks the flow. Some of the toilet jet holes along the rim might be partly blocked, and then you don't get as much flow. And I've seen people recommend ways of cleaning these by sticking a piece of metal like an Allen wrench or a coat hanger or a Q-tip, things like that, up into the jets. That's probably fine. I've also seen ideas of flushing the toilet with some sort of chemical, and many people recommend pouring the chemical down through the overflow tube, which is there, pouring the chemical, which could be something like CLR or muriatic acid or vinegar, pouring it down this tube to get it to come out in the toilet bowl. I tried that, and what happened was all of the product came out down here in the bowl. None of it came out along the rim. It just went straight to the large jet at the bottom. It didn't enter the rim at all, as far as I could tell, because the CLR product is colored, it's green, and all of the green stuff ended up in the bottom of the bowl. None of it was coming out along the rim by the rim jets. So searching further, I saw where people would recommend using duct tape or something similar and taping up along the rim, underneath the rim, to prevent any flow of liquid, any flow of the cleaning fluid you're using, out of the jets. So then that duct tape right under here would hold that liquid and allow it to work, because the cleaning liquid, the acid, whether it's vinegar, CLR, whatever you have, that might take some time. Well, I tried that, and I tried blocking the hole at the bottom, the main jet at the bottom, with different types of duct tape or similar, and it always leaked. The liquid itself would cause the duct tape not to stick, and the product, the liquid product, would seep out around the duct tape. It's a very irregular shape in the toilet, different curves, and it's hard to get the duct tape to lay flat against it. So the duct tape idea, it probably made a difference, and it held the product there for a while, but not long enough to completely do the job, I think. So how to get as much of this vinegar, I'm using a cleaning vinegar product, which is 6% vinegar acid. How to get that cleaning product into the jets as much as possible for as long as possible. And the solution I hit upon was using a small pump. That's what you're looking at now. So there's a pump, it's a submersible pump, the type of pump that would be used for a bird bath or a decorative water fountain outside. That's in the water, or in the vinegar, I should say. And it's pumping the vinegar through a tube up here to the overflow tube, and it's circulating over and over the same vinegar. And to make sure that the vinegar solution keeps coming through the jets and not out the large jet, so make sure it comes out the rim jets and not the large jet, that jet down there is plugged with a cork. It's got a rubber stopper. I don't know if you can easily see that because it just looks dark and black, but that is actually a rubber stopper which I forced in there. So the product that goes down the overflow tube and comes in here, and some of it would go along the side jets, and other of it would go down the main siphon jet at the bottom. It can't go out the siphon jet because the siphon jet is blocked by that rubber stopper. So it backs up, and all of that product now, all of that vinegar cleaning solution is now coming through the side jets, the side rim jets, I should say. And I think I've seen quite a bit of improvement here. In fact, you might be wondering what these things are. Well, there was so much of that flow coming out of a few rim jets here at the front, I decided to block them using some chopsticks from a Chinese restaurant. And I've got a little bit of duct tape on there to make them the right size. And those are jammed up into the rim jets that were getting so much flow that they were obviously already clean. And that diverts more of the flow to the other rim jets, which, let's say they're still getting some work done. So I'm going to keep this in here for quite a while, probably a few hours at least, maybe longer. I have read that you got to be careful with different types of acid product on enamel. It could cause the enamel to become damaged. Well, I'm taking that risk. I'm running this pump, which is recycling this vinegar. It's a cleaning solution type of vinegar. I'm going to leave it in here several hours, and I believe it's going to do the job as much as it can. I've got high hopes that I'm going to get a more powerful flush with more of the water going through the side jets, the rim jets, than I've had in a long time. This is probably a, 40-year-old toilet perhaps, and I don't know if the rim jets had ever been cleaned. So hopefully this is going to do the trick. That's all I can say. Your mileage may vary. You might want to try this, or maybe not, up to you. But if this is any help, well, take this knowledge with my compliments, and good luck.